going to just do a back fall into this, and then we're going to start taking the pads away and do it both ways. So we get comfortable with the height and all that. I know this seems repetitive, but believe me, there's a lot of things that you're teaching your body here that you don't even know about. And it's just sort of, you're picking up on the small, subtle things that I'm telling you to change in it. And what it's about too is it's about being able to listen to direction. If a stunt coordinator says to you, okay, exactly what you did there, but I need just a little bit more of a turn, because sometimes it's very specific what they want to see, right? They want something very exact for this character, or they want something very exact for this stunt. So you have to be able to make minute changes to whatever they're asking for. So if you have 50% of it dialed in, and then he says, okay, now at the last second, I need your head to come up, or I need to see your face. Or if you're doubling somebody, I don't want to see your face. You're doubling the guy, but I know it's not you if I see your face, so you got to hide your face and go in, right? You got the same clothes on as the lead character, but I don't want to see your face, so turn sooner. So these are all small, minute changes that you may have to make as you're going along. And so these adjustments are things that it's listening to the director and listening to your coordinator and saying, okay, I can make that change for you. And believe me, a coordinator, when he asks stuff of you like that, is watching very closely to see if you deliver it, because then he knows that if you're a guy that can give him what he wants, he's going to call you again. He's going to say, this guy's a guy that gives me exactly what I need. Every time I ask him for something, I get it in the next take. And that's the guy I need. I'm not wasting the time. I'm getting what I need for my shots. Good guy to call. You okay? You okay? Tweaked it a little bit. Where'd you tweak the shoulder?
I didn't tweak it. I'm just practicing.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you tweaked your shoulder. And in case for all you guys with the aches and pains, and when you do get hurt, a stunt person's best friend is a bag of frozen peas. Best thing ever. I used to keep like 5 bags in my freezer and just like come home at night, knees, elbows, wherever, because they conform to any shape, right? The peas.
Right.
And I'm sure they were never edible. I never ate any of them. They were for like 5 years. It was 5 bags of peas. They would get thawed out, and I'd be like, I know they're probably rotting in there, but I'd throw them back in. Didn't matter.
Go feed the geese.
Instructors, like every day after training, he would go home and like half an hour in a really cold shower.
Yeah.
Just every day.
Yes, take the inflammation down. Okay, so let's go backwards now, the scary one.
Yeah, this is tough.
Because you
Really tough.
You can't see where you're going. Now comes the chin tuck, especially. No tongue between the teeth, you don't want to bite your tongue off. We've got a pretty good height here. If anybody feels uncomfortable with this height, and pull the green one off. So, who wants to go backwards first?
You want to try just without the green one first?
Yeah,
and then
let's do that. Let's take
I'm
the
just
green one
goofing
off
around.
so people can get a feel for it. This is probably it's the scariest one of all, because people you can't see where you're
You're
going.
gonna put your
and so many
flicks
people
on
get
YouTube.
scared.
No way.
So you're gonna fall back.
This is what you can do.
And what I want you to do is when
Your what?
no tongue between your teeth, and it's just basically it's a tight point. You
Fall backwards now.
Pay attention.
Just let yourself go straight back. Nice.
Nice
Awesome. Well done.
one.
That's exactly it right there. Good one.
sorry, what's your... Right, you put your elbows down first, right?
Yeah.
Just trust the mat. Just like, you know, in falling back on, in type or in martial arts stuff, falls. And just, you know, just let your arm go.
Nice. But you bend your knees to take some of the curse off. You just go keep your legs straight and just go like a tree.
Perfect, but just let your arm go.
Good. Try again. You almost did it, but as you were going, you tried to put your feet down. I want you to go in on your back, flat. Okay? You'll be all right. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Oh, girl. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. It's all about just trusting in the pads, right?
Nice.
Nice.
You want to grab it?
Cool. Are we good with that? You haven't gone yet. Don't try hiding behind that. Good one.
Nice.
Okay, and let's put the green one on. Go for a little more height, and then we can strip one of these away. Yeah, so take that out.
See you guys on the other end.
Yep, and try not to bring your feet underneath you, as flat as you can go.
Wow.
And then once we get a couple of these dialed in, we're going to pretend I'm shooting you, and I want you to give her one of these and just give me a little flail going back, right? Good. Just what you don't want to do is go to the back of your neck. You were almost there. You took most of it right in here, right? Yeah. What you don't want to do is rotate so far that you go in on the back of your neck. You want to spread it out across your back and your shoulders. Good. Attaboy. Good break too.
You look like you passed out. You're literally the size of. You're an actor, man. Okay.
Perfect.
Nice.
And the thing we don't want to see here is any feet rising up in frame, right? Because you could do the best fall ever. I mean, all your action could be absolutely perfect, but if the director's trying to take you down so you fall in clear frame and he sees a pair of feet sticking up in it, you've got to go again. And guess what? They pay you if you go again, but if it's your fault, you don't get paid. And there's some gags you don't want to do again, right? Like if you were doing this gag off of a I don't know, say off a dumpster onto the concrete in an alley, you'd only want to do it once. You'd be like, can we get this in one take because it's going to hurt? I know that. I only want to do it one time. So you don't want to mess it up by having your feet pop up in the frame. You want to get it done right and walk away because you probably get realistically in the stunt world, if you were doing that gag falling off the dumpster on the concrete, you get $500. But you could also get a fractured skull. And if you had to do it a couple of times, you may end up going to the hospital, right? Because one of those takes, because you screwed it up and you got your feet in the shot, now you got to go again. You're not going to get paid extra because you screwed it up. And so now you've got to go again, and that might be the one that hurts you. So it behooves you in some instances to try and get it right. Well, in most instances, every time, try and get it right. Plus, the crew doesn't like standing around waiting on stunts. They always say, "Oh, stunts is holding us up." Good. Ninja Warrior. Good. That was better. You flattened out nice. Okay, one more.
If somebody chickens out, are they allowed to just not do it?
No. No. We had in my stunt school. We had the last class. I had this girl who talked the talk, and then she came to the class to do the high falls. We have the 50 by 50 by 20 airbag, so it's 20 feet high, 50 by 50, and we're going 100 feet from the rafters in a warehouse. And so she climbs up the scaffolding. Got my safety guys up there. She gets up to the top and she won't go, and she's wearing like ridiculous like leather boots with high heels and stuff on. I'm like, you're all dolled up for a fashion show. This is stunts, okay? So, but whatever, we'll call it wardrobe. She wouldn't go. And then my buddy shows up with his 9-year-old son, and he's a stunt coordinator, and his son is running past her and diving off, and running past her and diving off. 100 feet this kid's going, and I'm like, honey, and she's like, I don't want to go, I'm coming down. And I said, don't let her down. And she's like, but I want to get down. I said, you're going to have to pee sometime. So when you got to pee, you come down here. So she was up there for an hour and a half. Everybody, the rest of the class was going past her each and every time. And so finally she had to pee so bad she would go. And then I wouldn't let her go again. I'm like, you held everybody up for an hour and a half, so you don't get to play anymore.
Okay, good example.
Nice. Okay.
That did not hurt.
Didn't it hurt? Did it hurt?
No, it didn't.
Okay, good.
Actually,
Oh, you were worried about it hurting.
I was, yes.
Okay, well, there you go. That's what we're here for. Dispelling fears. A lot of this is dispelling fears. And this is a big one, a backwards fall. A lot of people get freaked out by it.
Yeah, it's the height part.
Yeah. Some people aren't good with height. Yes. It's okay. Now you've landed in it. You know it's soft. Try again. The one thing I always teach too is like if you have a moment where you're scared and something goes wrong or it doesn't work out for you, go again right away. Because the longer you stand around thinking about it, you'll talk yourself out of it every time.
Right.
Go again.
It was better.
It's better. It's getting better. The thing is, you don't want to If you overthink it, that's when you start to mess it up. Just fall.
And the flat
It's just a
or
fall.
Oh shit.
No, go again.
I keep dropping my legs.
That's okay. Just keep doing it until you get it. Tell the legs to stay put.
Yeah, tell your legs to stay right there.
You know what? Just keep your feet on there. Don't even move your feet. Just go rock straight back on your heels and go. Almost. You're 90%.
Close your eyes. Just.
It's scary.
A lot of people have a hard time with this one.
Put your arms out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost. You're 92% there.
I say close your eyes. That's fine.
I passed my final with 32.
Almost feels like you're flying for a split second.
Pretend until it actually happens.
You can do this.
Nice.
See? One more. Now go again quickly.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
One more.
Ask anybody that knows me. I'm serious.
That was almost perfect. Oh yeah, that's better. Woo!
Good. So now, I don't think I'm going to pull it down to the last one. There's no need for that to exaggerate the height of the fall. I don't want anybody to get hurt. But what I'm going to do now is